Hi, good afternoon, folks. Game day. The Sabres are now in Philadelphia to close this back-to-back. Let's look at it coming up. Well, the travel's the same for everybody, right? They got to travel back home to play this one also. So this game today, I just had this funny thought. I wonder if these guys, because sometimes it'll happen where you run into the opposing team's players at the same airport and stuff after a game. But this is, if we run into them, they run into us, it's kind of weird because they're going to play each other one more time, So it's just something I was thinking of today. So yeah, the boys are going to be in Philly, and I'm hoping that we come into this game and somehow win the way I'm hoping, which is not by having to have a bad start or a bad close, and just a good effort, a good 60-minute effort, not a 55 one. It's yesterday, the effort, the start of this game, a lot of teams would have pounced all over us, so which they did. And I'm thinking today, if we can go in there and maybe reverse the role on them and jump early on them, it'll be too much for them to come back. So this is kind of what I'm hoping for, guys. I'll look at a few things here because it was some interesting notes. I could have just wrote this down, but here's a few things. I found this interesting, some game notes on the Sabres website. Now, the Sabres are 5-3-2 their last 10 games against the Flyers, but we're 2-6-2 on the road, okay, against them. So this is the 192nd meeting between them all time. And as I've done videos in the past before that you guys have seen where all-time records against teams. We're all-time against Philadelphia, 74, 91, and 26. They're one of the rare teams that has our number historically. That good. I believe Philadelphia might even have it the best, if I was to guess. Because I know Boston has it, but not like that. And the Sabres are all-time in Philadelphia, are 27, 55, and 15 all-time. So this is, but you could take those numbers, throw them out, really. I mean, the Sabres should be able to go in there and win this game today because of the era we're in right now. And the Flyers right now are way more of a mess than they've been in a very long time right now. And it was funny because before the season started, I thought the Flyers potentially would do something. I just did. But it's obvious now they have to clean house and rebuild over there. So that's what's going to happen in Philly. So their last 10, they're 2-8. They've lost 4 in a row. And the Sabres are 4-5-1 now after winning yesterday. So I believe we were 3-4. I don't know. I can't remember. Said it in the video. It's it's very simple. Excuse me, guys. It's very simple. I mean, we've got to sweep this because look, we got 5 games left, and I would really like to only have to win one of the last 4 to get the 30th win. One of our last 4 games would be nice. It would be nice just to not worry about it, and whatever happens after 30 is just icing on the cake for me after that. Because I'll be very, very happy, guys, with a 30-win season, especially when we won 3 out of 19 earlier, you recall. We had the quick start, the 5-1-1, and then what did we go? We went like 3-14-2, I believe, right? We went 3-14-2. This is just going off the top of my head here. I think. I'm pretty sure it was 3-14-2. And then, and then all of a sudden the season was like this, right? And we were playing catch-up ever since then. But if you take away that 3-14-2 spell, we're an over 500 team when you put the rest of the year together. I think of it that way. And that was, that was before Tuck. That was before a few things changed in our lineup, and even before the Jack trade and all this stuff. But the Sabres, since then, we'll look at that at the end of the year. We'll break down the quarters. We're going to take a look at the end of the year after to see the patterns that maybe we didn't catch game to game. It's always good to look back. Maybe I'll break it down into 8 segments of 10 and we'll look at it that way. We're going to take a good in-depth look at the year to try and get an idea, guys, what we're facing next year. And I think the close for me always tells a lot about a team the following season, what you're looking at. And if the Sabres can close out strong, and I think they will, I do. I think they will. I think they showed signs yesterday, especially getting their game together, I found, in that second period. And then we kind of, in the third period again, was, we haven't been consistent. I wouldn't say bad, but we just haven't been consistent would be the right word. And that's, when losing creeps in, this is what can happen. That, you start trying a little too hard and you make a mistake on a poke check you shouldn't go for. You should take the body instead, and things like that. Little details of the game, So today, I think, of course, we'll most likely, if I'm 100% going to say it's going to be Tokarski in nets. And no reason he can't play better than Anderson did yesterday. Really. I mean, Anderson had a pretty easy go of it. Really, he did. He just let in a few soft ones, I thought. And especially the third goal, I thought was soft. That one hurt at first, but then we bounced and got two more. So, hey, today, if we jump on them early, we should be in good shape. Really, guys, we should be in good shape. If the Sabres can jump early in this game, early, not in the second period. I'm talking early. I'm thinking in the first 8 minutes. If we can jump up on them, a few goals would be nice. If we could jump early on these guys, and put a bit more body on them if we can today. They're not. This isn't the Broad Street Bullies. We don't have to be scared to hit these guys. These guys aren't a very big hitting team at all. So if the Sabres can go at them that way, then we'll see. Then we'll see. I was looking at something that impressed me yesterday. I want to throw this out there, guys, while I'm remembering. I looked at the box score of Carolina. I didn't see the game, but I was going to check a little more into it maybe and maybe rewatch it and check the Colorado-Carolina game, because I got my eye in Colorado this year to see if they're going to choke up this year and or not. Because Colorado, like we all know, is due to do something, right? But I looked in this game, and they were toe for toe with Carolina with the hitting game in this game. And I was very impressed with that. They were like, and I was looking at the numbers. And Colorado, if they can do that, that's going to be a team that might not be stopped. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. That's just one of those things I was thinking of last night when I was researching teams and keeping my mind occupied and all that stuff, guys. It's that time in my life where I've got to submerge myself back into my videos again, and I got hours again. So there's other reasons why things can just move forward, like right now. So I'm gonna go on record saying that I think in this game we're gonna see Olofsson score. He was a little too quiet yesterday. Just too quiet, non-existent almost, And I think Skinner. I think Skinner will have like a 2-goal game or something. Skinner was so angry yesterday. Skinner's fun to watch, guys. When he is on his game, and he was yesterday, but when he's on his game, you could tell when he's gonna. I was surprised like he didn't have a game with 2 goals or something yesterday, because Skinner was so angry and losing his mind. And that's usually when he's at his best, this guy. So thank God we've taken the chains off this guy and let him play this year. I don't know what Kruger was thinking, putting this guy up in the press box. I really don't get it. I don't know what he had against him. I'll never understand the thinking behind that. It's like, if you think you can punish somebody out of a slump, that doesn't work. That just gives them more time off to relax. It's not a good strategy. You got to let them work it through on the ice. So I think I would look for Skinner and Olofsson to maybe pop one in this one. I think maybe Owen Power, folks. He came close last game. You see where he fanned on that shot right in the slot, eh? So maybe Owen Power might put one in. That would be nice to see too. Who knows? Who knows, guys? Look, we're going to just let the boys play, and we'll talk about it later. I am going to get some videos up this afternoon, so I'm going to get it up before the game, I think. I'm going to get a few, because the game's at 5 o'clock. I'd like to get 1 or 2 during the game and then a few after. Or at least I'm going to get them uploaded and everything during game time. That's what I'll do, I think. any way to get my get on a roll so I get out of my head, guys. Get out of my head, you know. So I will see you guys in the post game, and I'll definitely have some. I'll definitely be slapping a decent day together on the channel today. So you guys have a good one. Let's go Sabres. Let's beat these guys. Let's sweep them, and then we're down to 1 win. So we'll talk about that later. Have a good one, guys.